Welcome back to Kicking It with the Neighbors. We're breathing in the October magic, mixing up the truth and keeping it moving. We're your hosts, Riri and Vooster. Grab your cup and lean back. October Chris, the smoke is rising from the stoop. Inhaling spells, we blew a cloud right through the neighborhood group. Sipping potions out the chalice, brewers running through the veins. We turn the block into a castle, driving down these haunted lanes. The leaves are dead, but the song is so alive. Kicking it with the neighbors, yeah, we do this every Friday at 5. We got the cauldrons bubbling up, the bass is hitting low. Pull up a chair, pour a glass, and welcome to the show.
Welcome back, everybody. We are kicking it with the neighbors. This is Rooster. How you doing, Ree?
Not bad, not bad. I mean,
Excellent.
we're moving forward. It's another day.
It is another day and another episode, and this is kind of a newer one for us. We're doing a little not newer. We're doing a little continuation from.
Yeah, we finished that series Into the
we
Dark
did
finally,
finish
season
series.
2. Because we kind of like the way we started it. We watched technically on one of the last episodes to season 2, and then middle episode to season 1, and then went back and started season 1 from the beginning to end. We watched it a little wonky, but they don't really fit.
Yeah, there's no
storyline. It's just a timeline.
Yeah, there's no chronological order. It was good. They went hard on the second season for sure.
Dude,
definitely.
I fucking loved it, especially compared to season 1.
Yeah.
Season 1 was a slow start.
Well, it's
movies
the first,
were good, but
it's the first one, and that's if it's successful, it gets a bigger budget or what have you. So there's always a bar set, and if it's good, the bar was set.
But jump into season 2, episode 1, right off the fucking bat was Uncanny Annie.
Uncanny Annie, yeah, the crazy
total psychological fucking thriller.
Yeah.
Like it's not like that's not what they call it necessarily, but it totally was. Like we had to do some research on it afterwards to actually
classify what genre. I mean, most of these movies are mashups of a lot of genres. Which it was kind of
that one was like a slasher film. I think classification wise, it was a slasher.
It was a slasher psychological because there was a monster. Right, there was like the death figure.
It was a demon, more or less.
Whatever, death isn't a demon.
No, it wasn't death. It was a little
Are you talking
girl.
about the little? Okay, so there was the little girl, but there was also the killer that usually came to if they failed.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty much a Reaper.
Yeah, it was the Reaper. So it's essentially a board game, horror game. So they started playing this board game called Uncanny Annie. And it had some what was that? The mirror. She went in and said the name 3 times or whatever, because that's what the card said. And then
she's like, "Thank you for playing with me."
Yeah,
and said her name.
It was on the mirror and stuff. So they pulled a lot of elements from a lot of different horror movies from the past to smush
but
into
just
it.
to
But
start off
good.
a season, it came in so strong. I'm like, dude, that was amazing. And then the ending, you did not expect it.
Right.
To come back and kill her, and we didn't even know why until we looked it up. She cheated, she fucking cheated, and we're like, how did she cheat?
She thought she
won, that she got that letter, but she I don't know, the demon does not die.
There's a couple demons. There was also the
little leprechaun
old man
thing,
thing, because he would
the jokester, the prankster. There you go. He was the prankster. But nah. Just crazy movie. The fact that it wasn't a happy ending whatsoever compared to the rest of season 1, where season 1 you had a happy ending. Pretty much all of the movies,
more or less. But like you said, they did kind of essentially. It was a gray ending, not necessarily.
Well, yeah,
bad,
they ended up crazy in the end.
Yeah, they were still
There were a few movies.
It was a cycle. Yeah. But there were a few movies with good ending. We'll call it the Disney ending. You know, everything is resolved. The Saturday afternoon.
And I mean, Midnight Kiss was another slasher film in season 2.
The Midnight Kiss was.
It was like an LGBTQ slasher film.
Good. Yeah. So a bunch of the gays all get together for New Year's. And then, the gay queen, the mama, she was there, right? So
the only straight friend out of all the gay guys. Yeah, the only straight friend
out of the gay guys.
Pretty much, yeah. She's a Mama Bear. That's what her nickname was.
Right. And there's a lot of drama around relationships because they're just all kind of sleeping with each other.
We never really caught on to who was weird until the very end.
Yeah, there was a lot of red herrings for sure.
Yeah,
You're like,
but we
oh,
didn't
it's this
catch on
guy.
to
No,
him.
it's this guy. No, it's this guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't. And I think at one point I was like, what if it is the boyfriend?
Well, I had said it not
And,
too long before that. I'm like the fiance or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're like the blonde headed kid. I'm like, yeah, I think so. And then
It was
like
good, and
what,
then
5 minutes after that, he
someone else
unmasks
murders
himself.
someone, and
Yeah.
then they pan up and it's not the actual murder. You're like, oh, that's just a straight up murder.
Yeah. But it turns out we're right the
Yeah.
entire time. Like it was just
It's really good. It was very well
really
written.
good,
Very
really
well written.
wild. Yeah.
And it does speak a lot on, like, I guess, people's struggles as gay individuals on coming out and the pressure that is built throughout their life through all of the rejection and like
Mhm.
people don't realize
And mental
they're
health
being
too,
rude or
obsession,
mean or like whatever.
yeah,
Yeah,
being
and
egotistical.
these things reflect, especially to people growing up who feel these way
Mhm.
and like are afraid to express their truest selves.
Yeah,
and
like you kind of feel bad for the dude at the end.
yeah, it builds a lot of psychological stress. It can crack people for sure. It's wild, you know. So I kind of felt for the guy.
Yeah.
Because you know, but also he's like, "Oh, you guys didn't love me." Like it was
He was
just
crazy,
a whiny
yeah.
bitch, crazy. But yeah, it was, but a good slasher flick.
And
straight
the
up.
other killer dude being
Yeah,
like,
he
"Oh, I
just-
love you," and then
Well, he was like the asshole of the whole group because they all knew like it was
he was also
because they were always
the
talking
most
about his
straight. Like
temper
if you
and all this
realize,
stuff. Well,
he
yeah,
had
was
the
top.
most
He was the masculine dude.
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you can kind of tell he was just
And it was
kind of
his
an
house. I
asshole.
mean, he came from like a super wealthy family, so
Yeah. Weird. But I mean, out of the two, Midnight Kiss definitely, because Uncanny Annie was. I think the fact we had to Google shit at
I'll
the
just
end
say I
was what
paid
kind
more
of was put
attention
offish.
to Midnight Kiss than Uncanny Annie. Yeah, it was good. That was a good
Yeah.
like drama thriller slasher flick for sure.
Yeah. And then
Um,
getting into actual
the actors were really
psychological
good, too.
thrillers. Pilgrim. Like,
Pilgrim was weird.
yeah,
It's just
but
weird.
that one was
I was
epic.
like
It's
so confused
one of my favorite
until
ones.
you said that they were like reenactment people, and I'm like, what the?
They're not actually pilgrims.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like
mean, I
you think they're
missed
talking
that
about
part.
like, oh, this is classic religious people. They're crazy. No, it's not
Yeah.
actually. They're not religious people. They're like devil worshippers. Fucking crazy. Came out of fucking like the teenage girl was researching them the entire time and couldn't barely find anything on them. You know, shit like that, and they just come in and fucking they kill their dad, make them eat them. Like
Yeah.
it was so weird, but
And
it's
then
definitely a psychological thriller.
they
You
all
know,
started vomiting the black stuff because what she
she
didn't.
put Jerusalem berries into
Oh, that's
the
right, the poisonous berries.
yeah, into the cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
And that's
Smart.
real, by the way. If you look it up, Jerusalem berries they will actually kill you.
Yeah, there's a ton of poisonous berries.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
Like you don't want to eat the holly berries either off of the reefs and stuff for Christmas. Like,
I
your
think
tummy
those
will
are
burn.
Jerusalem berries.
Huh?
I think those are Jerusalem
Oh,
berries.
maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
It grows around the time of the holidays and shit.
I only eat berries that are good for you,
Oh, of course.
like
But,
bananas.
I pretty much only eat shit I know my dog can eat. You know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, because
Yeah.
you can share. You know, like I'm always looking up. Can my dog have like a kiwi or some broccoli? Or
Well,
whatever,
because
you know?
everything you grow up and they tell you, no, like it's not this, don't do this, don't give them that, or don't eat this, don't do
processed
that.
human food is crap. But if you
Yeah.
eat some unprocessed food, I mean,
But I'm like, dogs can
Mhm.
have blueberries, dogs can have strawberries, dogs can have kiwis, dogs can
Mhm.
have coconut, papaya, and pineapple, and
just small amounts. Though.
yeah,
like,
just
not, 'cause
very
it does
minimal
cause,
amounts.
Like it can in over
Yes.
amounts cause stomach.
They can't
indigestion,
have
yeah.
as much as we have,
No. But just a little bit because
as
they
a
are
treat,
nutrient
as a
rich, yeah.
reward, the antioxidants, the vitamins, the calcium when it comes down to certain things, you know, it's good
I
for
mean,
them.
Hookah's birthday, she gets steak and broccoli, so like a nice. I'll go buy a little nice cut of steak for her.
Well, I'm like, well, we have meat because I hate bone-in meat. Even if it's a pork or a chicken bone, as long as it's frozen and raw,
Yeah.
I'll give it to the dogs. You know,
Yep.
it's good for them. Leave a little bit of fat and a little bit of cartilage on the bone, a little bit of meat. Give it to them as a treat.
She's gonna be excited because with the amount of chickens we have on the property out there, she's about to start eating an egg a day.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be
Yeah,
pretty good
eggs,
for her
especially
coat.
with the shell,
Yeah.
fucking amazing for them.
I'm just gonna have to make sure because we're gonna let a lot of these chickens free roam, that she just doesn't go murder chickens. Because she is a little devil.
Yeah.
If it's a small fluffy creature, instinct kicks in, and she doesn't like really mess with cats. She's curious about them, but she doesn't outright attack them. Like I think she just wants to play,
Mm-hmm.
but they just see scary wolf dog.
Yeah. But I mean, anyways, getting back onto the movies, and after it was later on in the season, I believe, or maybe the beginning of the season, but My Valentine. I think it was after Midnight Kiss.
Maybe?
Because Midnight Kiss was
Oh,
a
I
New
don't
Year
know.
one. It was
Wasn't
the
it
New
the St.
Year's
Patrick's
Kiss.
Day one?
Oh, that was no. My Valentine was after.
Which one was my Valentine?
It's February.
No,
So it goes
I know
January,
that.
February.
Whatever. I mean, what happened in the movie?
Oh, that was about the woman Valentine, the singer, and her psycho boyfriend, like replacing her with
Royal
somebody
and,
else.
Like exactly. That was a pretty good one. The actress that plays Valentine is in Glow, which is a great show as well. She's a badass actor. She's got that like big wide stare down, so the horrified look.
Yeah, the ending was fucking crazy. It was kind of what we expected, though, especially
she just
after watching
the identity, but
New
then
Year,
at
New
the
You
end,
in the previous season.
at the end, she's like, no, I'm just gonna be who I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She assumed it to kind of get back into the limelight, and then
Yeah, I liked it. It was
like,
a really good one.
That one's a great one.
Out of the both of them, though, Pilgrim would be my choice, only because of how much of a psych it was compared to the other one.
I mean, Pilgrim is a creepy movie. I would definitely go with that as well. For sure. Pilgrim. My Valentine's a good one. It definitely is a good portrayal about like
some
straight
real
up
type
gaslighting and like
men.
obsessive people. Well, even the chick, his other girl.
Oh yeah, she was
just as
obsessed with
crazy.
having her life, like
sure.
having her career. At the end, they could have both walked out alive.
It's just a really good story on how humans mind fuck each other into stuff that they want them to do. It's pretty cool. But Pilgrim is definitely the better horror movie. They just keep showing up. Like if you noticed, as soon as she said yes, come on in. That's what happens with like vampires.
That's
once
why
you invite
I'm
them
thinking
in,
they're like
in.
demons or something. And at the end, when he's like, "You wish for this," I think that like it's a symbolism that like her bad energy towards her family or whatever summoned it. And they came.
Yeah, there was
they
like
taught her
mild
lesson.
hints of racism between like the family and the half black sister, which is weird, but it's a good movie for sure.
It was a really good psychological thriller too, because classifying it, that's what it was. There weren't very many classified as psychs, but in a way they all were.
Mm-hmm.
But for one that was actually classified as one, it definitely was one. And like the ones that were thrillers, like A Nasty Piece of Work, that one was epic.
That's probably my favorite one out of the whole freaking season, to be quite honest, because like it's a good dinner party. Sorry, I just having an aneurysm live on
dinner party.
It was a good dinner party murder game thing with ludicrous characters. The British dude is a very established actor and is in a ton of has a ton of voiceover, voice acting in a lot of animated or like game media. I think I recognize the voice immediately from when I was a kid, and he was in one of the video games or shows I played as a kid. No, it's good because all like the whole story is just fucking great.
I
It's so
love
well
the
written.
ending too
Yeah.
because I kept pointing out, like, dude, she's like the cupcake princess, one like innocent woman, but at the same time, she's got guts, she's got loyalty, she's courageous as fuck.
She's from Des Moines. You ever met girl from Des Moines?
Yeah,
I
like
have.
she plays this, like country hit girl, and she's trying to
I
play
will
pretty
breed
for her
sturdy folk.
husband, stay by her husband,
I
and
will
like the
breed
ending was
sturdy
just
folk.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that is the most compassionate and conflict resolving
Hmm.
is definitely the one at the end who gets it was no, and it ends well. And if you notice her husband at the end, he's walking into work all super happy.
Yeah.
He's just like
Which is
knows,
good.
yeah, because
They
they're
were a
loyal
really
to
good
each other.
couple.
So whoever gets the CEO position has got each other.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm sure the other dude, if his wife were the one to like get the CEO position,
She's gonna dump him. She's
yeah,
gonna leave.
100%.
Like, dude, you've been
But
a
I
douche.
also like he's a douchebag. But that moment when he really like levels it out and gets real, that he just hedged his whole life on this stuff, and like everything he has is on maxed out credit cards and crazy debt just to
That's not
have
good
the
for a
well, no,
company.
it's the image.
Yeah, but that's
Just
not
to
good for a
portray the
company.
image,
You got to
right.
think they're trying to move him up. Like, that's
Well,
just
sure.
right there. Like, dude, the rest of the
But a
time
lot
they're
of
just gonna
people
be
think
fucking
a
with
lot
you.
of people think that it's all about the image, and that's all it is needs to be. And granted, he is a good employee.
Yeah.
He does his job well, otherwise he wouldn't be in the. But you have the total kiss ass that is brainless, more or less. He's an idiot. He's just good at his job, and
Compared
he's
to the
trying
kiss
to
ass that's
look
like
the part.
logical.
Yeah. Who the
Yeah.
other guy is just a like total cynic. Like the world is just fucking me over all the time. But he has a supportive wife, not a trophy wife, So that ultimately is better, I guess. They
Yeah.
play within the budget, He shows up in like a regular family car.
Hmm.
Yeah, they make the same salary. His wife had mentioned like, how does he drive a Porsche and you guys make the same?
Yeah.
I don't know. But definitely a good one. Good
for
mindfuck
sure.
and a lot of good trickery.
Good
and
thriller,
shit. Yeah.
Because it wasn't technically categorized as a psychological, but it was categorized as a thriller movie. And
It's just
in the end, when you realize like what happened, it's really not a psych. Like, it's just kind of jukesing you to where
it's
like
just a crazy wealthy people.
it's just a roller coaster
it's
of
like
a movie.
a corporate freaking ritual. Because we called it on the
Nobody
masks,
was supposed
right?
to die though.
Technically,
yeah.
well, no.
Well, they did
wanted
expect him to kill
to
him,
kill his opponent,
but it was
a
also
duel
a
from both of them.
test.
More or less, yeah.
But he
whether
could
would
have,
do it or
yeah,
not.
he could have just put the gun down and not done anything. But
Yeah.
they were pushing him, they were testing
They
him.
wanted him to kill
Yeah.
it though. At the end, all the other board members were like, "God, why can't somebody just put the boot on the throat when the man is down?" A bunch of old rich white dudes,
Yeah,
obsessed with
it was
just.
a little weird. Yeah,
No, I love it there. That was one of the best ones, in my opinion. It was a crazy ride.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then Delivered was a crazy ride too, though.
That was
and I feel like that one's a little
was
more
like-
realistic.
yeah, Deliverance, but not Deliverance. It just happened to be in the South. Yeah. What a crazy.
The realism in it though, like I can really see, like she went through some really tough shit. She got her baby cut out of her. So
yeah, all the
now
scars. Her parents cut
Yeah,
babies out of her
That's
for sure.
yeah. So I'm like, I can see her going and doing what
Having
she
a mental
did.
break and then living alone on a massive property out in the
Yeah.
middle of nowhere.
And all the failures from kidnapping people and
Yeah.
not having that baby yet. She's driving herself more and more insane
Yeah.
by the day.
Maximum. What's the thing? Baby crazy.
Yeah,
Maximum baby crazy.
for real.
Straight up.
And I mean, I like the way it ends. She gets out of there alive with her baby. I just, it shows you at the end she's traumatized.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you gotta. It's one of those you feel for the victim, but also, or not the victim. You feel for the
killer.
yeah,
the
the
crazy
killer,
person.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Like they say,
I do wish we found out
being
how
a
many
victim
bodies
is
were down there, though.
okay, but creating victim is another thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I still think Nasty Piece of Work is a better one.
Oh yeah,
Because that also is somewhat
it's a better
believable.
movie.
It's a good
Because I
one.
mean, we're not watching movies to watch real life. Let's be honest. We want to escape reality.
Yep.
So, yeah, Delivered was I love the realism, but yeah, out of movie wise, which is what we're technically rating here, Nasty Piece of Work would definitely be my choice there.
It's a better movie.
Puka Lives was in this season too.
Yeah. Which was equally as confusing as the first one. So I'm gonna have to go back and watch both
Oh,
of them
for
back to
sure.
back.
But after doing some research and actually figuring out what the fuck was going on, it makes sense that it's like a conjured entity. And a conjured
totally.
energy.
Yeah.
It shows you media gives life to
media
these energies.
gives energy.
And in the first one, your mental health gives energy to
almost as
everything.
if consuming media shapes your perception on the reality of your worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't see no patterns there, right?
Yeah, no patterns there, whatever.
And Good Boy was another creature feature.
That was a cool one, because the little dog was cute. And did we ever see the creature in full form?
Yeah, through the door, but not the entire body and the face.
Okay. Because I remember what the Blood Moon or whatever was also kind of a creature feature.
Technically, that one was it was a western, and then it was I think it was
a werewolf movie.
a supernatural western.
Yeah,
there
supernatural
you go.
Western.
Werewolves fall into the supernatural category.
Yeah. Supernatural Western.
Yeah.
Oh.
But no, Good Boy was the little dog.
Yeah.
And in all honesty,
and he kind of
he
just went
drives
full
his
Cujo
owners
on people.
insane.
He does, yeah. She was not well at the end, but
she wasn't well in the beginning either. But
right.
I would rather deal with my depression than end up a crazy fucking murderous bitch.
Yes, but that is not generally what people expect out of getting a rescue dog. It's not like you just go to the pound and pick up Cujo and be like, all right, rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a good one. And the dog ended up back in the pound, I guess, at the end, right?
And with another owner. So I wouldn't...
Their perpetual cycle of a
I wouldn't mind seeing a second one.
Cute.
You know, maybe he finally does die.
Maybe season 3 they get another Good Boy if they do a season 3. I don't even know.
I think they stopped releasing 2021.
Oh, yeah, we're so far behind. Whatevs.
Yeah, I mean, out of the two little creature features in there, though, I feel like Good Boy's better, only because you can follow along. I don't like the fact I have to do research on the movie. The movies are good, but if I can't follow along with something, being said, I have ADHD. I notice a lot in movies that most people don't. So to be able to sit there and watch a movie and get absolutely nothing from it other than, okay, it's a fucking definitely a psych thriller in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. It's not that good,
Yeah.
But yeah, Good Boy would be my choice.
Yeah.
Crawlers was kind of another creature feature. It was like a sci-fi fucking
I honestly
leprechaun body snatchers thing.
It was a body. I was so distracted the whole time. It was about a drug dealer and some body snatchers and friends. It was about a friends group. There was a new friend, and they were trying to replace this other friend.
Yeah,
and then it was just narrated by.
I would definitely have to watch it again.
Yeah,
which is funny because we did rewatch it, but we were talking through it.
I know. Which kind
we were
of
sipping on our drinks. We were kind of tipsy, if you will say.
The second time, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we paid attention, but it wasn't that interesting. So it's easy to not pay attention when you have ADD, like you said.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So I guess out of that compared to, I guess, another slasher film, because it was kind of a slasher. Everybody died. I don't know. I choose Midnight Kiss. Out of between Crawlers and Midnight Kiss.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Midnight Kiss is definitely a better movie.
It's a better slasher, you
Yeah,
know?
straight up.
Straight up. And like
Well, the story's better.
Yeah.
Also,
And Tentacles was weird as hell too, you know? That was another body snatchers like invasion
Yeah.
sci-fi one.
it was very Lovecraftian,
Yeah.
and I was kind of laughing at the beginning. I'm like, are we just about to watch like a scary hentai movie? Is that because the creatures were just obsessed with sex? I mean, the last line of the movie, the like,
Yeah.
isn't the ocean so calming? You know what else is calming? What? Fucking. Like, that is a very aggressively sexual movie. It's
very much
it's
so.
pretty wild, but yeah.
It's an interesting story though, and I do really like it. And I love how every time the alien wins.
Oh yeah, no, it's a definitely like the creature wins out at the end.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, two really kind of interesting people, both a little crazy, both trying to work it out, but some weird things start happening, tentacles showing up, and it's always in the ear. It was always in the ear, like just implanting the seed in the brain straight up.
Which is just a symbolism to what a lot of women do towards men. You know, they just
Crazy
get them
people turn crazy people into crazy
yeah,
people.
they suck them into this toxic cycle, and little by little, they're just
Lose a piece of
killing who they
themselves.
are.
And because that's kind of
Yeah.
the thing, the monster kind of just regenerates and replicates through its sexual hosts or victims or whatever.
Yeah, it
So
needs
it's-
to take over your mind
Yeah.
before it can take your body.
Exactly.
And that's
kind of the
exactly
thing.
how it works.
Yeah,
you
in
know?
toxic relationships, you start to lose a little bit of
Like,
yourself
especially coming from someone who's been there, done that, like I feel that movie all the way. It's definitely
It was a good flick. No, for sure.
out of all of them. I know it's weird to say because anybody who does go back and watch it, it's gonna make them uncomfortable to watch. I know a lot of people can't just watch sex happen,
you don't
even though
like
it's something
worms,
that happens.
That's kind of a worm
I
tentacle.
don't like
guess you
worms
could
either,
separate
but
the
it's
tentacle
I can
from
separate
the worm,
it.
but
Yeah, I know
still
reality.
a wiggly freaking worm-like
Okay, let's not
appendage.
talk about that.
Okay.
But yeah, like preferably out of the season, that's probably my go-to. It was the one we watched first too, so I'm
Yeah,
like, that was
yeah.
epic. Like
It was good. It was a
that's
good
what
start.
got us into this
Kicked
series.
it off the whole thing for
Yeah.
sure.
So that's my go-to. And I mean, Blood Moon was weird too. You mentioned that earlier.
I mean,
that was
if
the
it's
werewolf
over
one.
Blood Moon and that, I'm gonna have to go with Tentacle. Yeah, it's a supernatural western and it's like a werewolf story, but the werewolf wasn't a werewolf. It was just a wolf. It was just a wolf.
Yeah.
Which is like the least cool, I guess, whatever.
But you also have to think it was a baby.
It was a child, for sure. If he
Yeah.
grows full wolf style.
I mean, think of his dad.
Yeah.
She had to kill his dad.
It just reminded me of the movie Wolf Children. Great one.
It was good, but yeah, it definitely wasn't a pick from the season. But it was definitely one worth watching.
It's a
I like it.
good movie for sure. It's a good story, but
and at the end, you can't
far
say
as
that dog
the-
wasn't adorable. Like whatever breed it is, I kind of want
it
it
was
now.
just a big all white, probably German Shepherd.
Probably,
like-
but it probably mixed with like husky or something. Maybe
No, well, you can find pure white German Shepherds.
it wasn't pure white. It had
Wasn't
color to its fur,
I mean, but
like
still,
gray and silver and stuff.
they probably got a wolf. Also, they could probably have just had a wolf.
I don't know. Anyways, it was a good movie. It's cute. And then like, I don't know. If we have to compare, like, what'd we say out of all that? Midnight Kiss was a good one. Pilgrim was a good one. Tentacles was a good one. A Nasty Piece of Work was definitely
That's my favorite
Yeah.
out of like
And
movie
Good
quality and story and just overall. It was just good from beginning to end, and it had the correct amount of chicanery and shenanigans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
I feel like it all comes down to Tentacles and A Nasty Piece of Work. Cause yeah, like Pilgrim,
That's nasty.
out of the psychological thrillers, definitely the best one because it's technically one of the only ones that's categorized as a psych and is really good.
I mean, not even based on category, but like just cinematic quality, good cinematography, good story writing, the good acting. Like I think
But I mean,
they were
Tentacle. I
all
feel
really
like
good. The
because I
acting
can
in
connect
Tentacles
so
was really
much in
good
real
too.
life with the story and the theme to
Sure,
that.
yeah, it's a
You
good
know,
theme.
it's yeah. That's my pick from the season for sure. I
Then we
mean,
have a tie again.
the toxicity,
We can
the
roll for it.
symbolism, the him still trying to live at the end, like get away and escape, and the fact that he couldn't. You know, compared to a nasty piece of work, where at the end
There
it's
was
all a
something
joke to
that
them. He
stuck
just
with
it
me
it ends
though.
happily.
Kind of, yeah, but it's like a big pin in like
But as far as
corporate dog eat dog kind of world, and
it
like
was still categorized
what did
as a
he say?
thriller, horror, or whatever, and it's
A
not
friend
one.
is just an enemy who doesn't have the guts to kill you.
It was a lot of corporate bullshit throughout it,
Sure,
and it's
it wasn't
funny.
even really corporate
Yeah.
bullshit. It was just wealthy insanity, kind of like Purge
Well,
style, you
that's what
know?
I consider corporate bullshit.
Yeah,
If
sure.
there are good things in business, you know,
Yeah.
there's good things to learn from it.
Just a
But
bunch of crazy old
those,
white dudes with
yeah,
too much money and you know, there's a certain point when you overload what makes you happy and you just keep looking for the next wildest and craziest thing to get a dopamine rush.
yeah.
That can lead down an interesting rabbit hole. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think we each have our clear winner for the series for sure.
Should we roll the die again?
I mean, to overall, we don't really have to. We can each have our own pick.
Yeah.
They're both equally good movies.
And there was like only 11 in the second
Yeah.
season instead of 12.
Yeah. It was just I mean, it's a neck and neck. Those are two really phenomenal movies of the season.
Yeah. Because I mean, one pretty much kicked it off and one ended it, you know?
Yep. Yep.
Tentacles kicked the series, and I think after we watched the nasty piece of work, the rest of them just weren't that good. They were good, but they just weren't like the rest.
Yeah, one of them was the movie that inspired this whole shenanigans to go through and like watch them all and
Yep.
kind of choose our best, our favorites, and then the other one was just such a banger, start to end.
Anyways, like yeah, it really was. Yeah.
Well, that's that. What a short episode. Going from, I mean, we didn't go off. We kind of realized that we went off on some hard tangents last episode. But whatever,
We
we
do
had a
have a
lot to
couple
talk about.
comparisons to make though.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, let's see. Our pick from the last season was Culture Shock.
Yeah, for the final.
Yeah, and we're going off of movie quality.
I mean, I think all three of those, they each deserve their own merit.
Yeah, like I feel like we can make a top 3 right there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I guess we can put a nasty piece of work in one, only because the setup and
We'll
like
give
the
that the
old
gold
school
medal.
cinematography
Yeah,
clips.
it was just great actors too. They like
Yeah.
they were really good.
Yeah, but they're not.
The parts were done so well.
Yeah. They could have been done a little bit better. Like I could have seen a couple other people in there that like probably were a little bit more well known and are really great actors. I could have seen them switching a few roles, but we don't know what they were working with. And
I mean,
for what it's worth, it's a really good movie.
It's so funny because like what was his name? It wasn't Ted, was it? The dude with the wife that won at the end.
I can't remember.
He looks like a whoever, you know, you've ever watched How I Met Your Mother, right? So the main character, that dude looks like a budgeted version of that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Tentacles would definitely have to go too in Culture Shock 3 because
Yeah.
like just movie wise, great movies. And season 2 compared to season 1, just completely better. You know. Yeah, there were definitely movies in there afterwards that we didn't pay too close attention to, but quality was better. actors were a bit more well known in the majority of the movies. Great music. Had a lot of good music in that shit.
Yeah, I mean, even I think a lot of people were saying that's what kind of drew them to My Valentine or whatever,
Hmm.
because of the music. They kept hearing the music or whatever, and those tracks are pretty good.
Yeah, it really is. Um, and then Crawlers, the intro song to Crawlers or whatever, after you see the short clip of the beginning of the movie,
Yeah,
where you see like the pub crawl on the map and shit. That was pretty dope too. Like
yeah.
there's some good music, but I think it's getting into the 20s, 2020, 2021. So they were trying
There
to
was some good eras of
modernize
music.
their music. Good shit though. Good shit. It was chaos. It was chaotic.
Yeah, it was there was a lot more chaotic movies this series than the last one.
A lot of freaky ones too.
Yeah, some
Like
pretty freaky.
sexually
Yeah,
fucking
very
freaky.
sexually freaky ones.
Yeah. Just good shit though.
Yeah,
Should
I
definitely go watch it or watch a couple of them. Look at what they're about,
sorry
you
we kind
know?
of spoiled some things, but they're pretty dang good regardless.
Yeah.
And if you have watched them, drop us a line, leave a comment, let us know
Let
which
us know
one's
what you
your
thought.
favorite. Yeah,
Yeah.
what do you guys think about these movies? We'll be looking for a little bit more modern content to talk about. I know that one's a little dated, but honestly, I don't think a lot of people saw them. So,
Have you seen Mr. Nobody? That's another one that's outdated.
mm-mm.
Pretty much, this dude goes into a coma, or not even a coma, but like a sleep coma kind of. Right? He's having a nightmare,
Kind of
and
like Monkey Bun,
kind of,
but
but
that's
not
actual
not.
coma.
That's not the
Yeah,
entire movie, right? He slips into it. He's like in his 30s, and all of a sudden he's in the future, and he's like 113, 118 or something. And he's this old man, and he looks in the mirror and he sees himself, and then he just fucking wakes up and he gasps, like sweat dripping down his forehead.
wild,
Yeah. Amazing movie. If you know who Mr. Nobody is, yeah, that's definitely uh something to watch.
good one
It
to
makes you
check
think
out.
about our future
Yeah,
and the world we're
I was
living
trying
in
to tell
today.
you about Devil's Share too. That's another wild movie. That has a pretty. It's just a crazy wild ride. Um, Yeah, it's very psychotic, psycho thriller type slasher, but it's kind of like, that they think there's an actual demon realm. Like that's the whole idea. That chair, the devil's chair, was a portal to the demon realm, but it was inside a like insane asylum.
Mm.
And it's like a research team that goes there to do research. But they have a patient with them and everything. It's a good one, definitely.
One of my favorite ones is like The Surrogate or something.
Hmm.
I cannot remember what the name of the movie is exactly, but it's pretty much about this mom and she can't get pregnant, or this couple and they can't get pregnant,
I
so they
think
get a
I've heard
surrogate
of
or
it.
something,
Yeah,
and she ends up living with them, and she wants to take over as
the mom or
his.
whatever.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? Okay, you know what another good kind of slasher thriller movie is? It's not even really a slasher. It's definitely a straight thriller. Um, Suburbicon. It's awesome. I think it's Matt Damon is the lead, but it's essentially like a 40s suburbia, like white picket fence,
Mhm.
living, and a murder happens in town just after a black family moves in the neighborhood, and it was actually like the white family's doing the murder, and they're just like, oh, neighborhood's going to hell ever since they moved in. It's such an insane movie about like old night, like Americans 40s record, like racism, and just like how things get blamed just because they're different people. It's a fucking weird movie, to be honest. And the kids are just become homies because they don't understand. Like, kids are just gonna do kid things. They don't care what they don't see that.
There's another movie kind of like that. It's like a black and white couple moves in on the end of the block, and some old white dude's like stalking them because he thinks that she's gonna end up murdered or something by
Yeah.
her husband. Like somebody else ends up breaking in trying to murder him, or just weird movies, but like
Yeah.
kind of just like psychological thrillers. I know what you did last summer, and
I did not like that movie.
no, but there's a combo disc that I had in the
Oh.
early 2000s that came with another movie on it. Forget what it's called. It's about this pretty much this babysitter, and she goes and she babysits this kid, and there's like this killer in a carnival in town, and it ends up coming to the her babysitter's house or whatever, and like stalking her and killing her. Calls her on the phone and shit. Like if it, it's just I don't know. There's a lot of good movies out there. A lot of good movies.
Mm-hmm.
People just decide to watch brain rot.
I mean, most everything these days is kind of brain rot, but there's a lot of good stuff out there. I still want to go see the Odyssey for sure.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of good things about it,
The book's good, so
Oh yeah, apparently a lot of people have been getting into Homer. Like sales have gone up for
I've
his
been seeing
work.
him a lot more
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty much just an advertisement for the movie. Like, oh look, it's a book about the movie. It really is vice versa, but if it gets it out there, it gets it
Yeah,
out
it's
there.
a really, really old book. Or
Yeah.
poem, epic tale, if you will.
I was gonna say it's more
It's an
a
epic.
poetic epic, yeah.
The epic. It's the same with like what was the one? Dang it.
It started as literature. We can just put it as
Yeah.
that.
Well, as always, thanks for listening. If you like what you hear, drop a like and leave a comment. It helps grow the show, so we can continue to do this.
Yeah, but I hope everybody's having a great summer. I hope they continue to, or that you continue to as a viewer. Keep coming back. Keep letting us know what you think. Keep listening. Just I hope you learned some
Keep
things.
on keeping on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always good to learn something every day. I love learning something new every day. Like I know it's a really old saying that maybe doesn't always apply,
You should always be learning.
but you always should be learning something.
Yep. Keep an eye on our Patreon. We'll have some merch. We got some merch in the oven that we're working on.
There should be a hoodie on the Patreon page.
Okay,
Comment on the
yeah,
post
yep, and
and let
then-
us know. We can get that made.
We also will be doing a face reveal pretty soon, and I think we have an interview coming up as well, just a neighborly interview.
Yeah.
And
Next
chat about
episode,
some,
actually.
yeah,
It's
life's
set.
ambitions and goals,
Yeah.
kind of continuing rolling back on the breaking free and stuff.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for that.
She comes from the broke, free, now what phase,
Yeah, she's trying to figure it out right now.
Aren't we all?
Everybody
Yeah.
is. But yeah,
Keep
stay
cool.
tuned. Keep cool. I'll catch you next time. Have a good one.